And as I said, Ohio is a key state in all of this. And our Ted Hart is live at the State House tonight to talk about the very legislation that the White House is hoping will pass in the state of Ohio. Ted?
Yeah, well, there's existing federal law already that bans ownership or possession of guns by anyone convicted of domestic violence. But State Representative Nikki Antonio from the Cleveland area believes that there should be a state law of that same issue. And she's drafting a proposal. She hopes to open discussion on that issue here at the State House next month. In a small home in Whitehall 7 years ago this month, Mark Meeks used 2 guns to shoot and kill his children, his wife, and then himself. Under federal law, Meeks was forbidden to have guns because of an earlier conviction for assaulting his ex-wife. Nancy Nealon at the Ohio Domestic Violence Network says enforcement of that federal law is difficult.
Local police have often said that's not our job, that'd be the job of federal law enforcement.
Nealon says it's time Ohio has its own law.
At least if we had the federal laws for the domestic violence disabilities mirrored in Ohio law, I think we would have a little bit more of a handle over keeping those guns out of the hands of those particular people.
Gun rights advocates say if someone's willing to violate the federal law, they're likely to be just as willing to violate a state law. And attorney Derek Dubrow says there are varying degrees of domestic violence, but a law like this puts them all in the same box.
I think it could do more harm than good to people who just get themselves caught up in a bad relationship where they're not actually even necessarily abusing somebody.
And the state legislature here has been very supportive of gun rights issues in recent years, so it's not clear how much traction a proposal like this would actually get, but Representative Nikki Antonio says she at least wants to get the discussion started. Live at the State House, Ted Hart, NBC4.
All right, Ted, thank you. Of course, this is an issue we're going to continue to follow on air and online. To see more from Colleen's trip to the White House, just go to NBC4i.com, and Colleen will have much more from Washington, D.C. live on NBC4 at 11.